successes we have had in the past. No reporting is on this. The successes we have recorded in the last 3 years, because by the special grace of God, I came on board. Now we have another Fida model. I'm now the Fida grandma. Don't care. Please, my daughter, please. Thank you very much. So that is the new chairperson of Fida. So by the special grace of God, on the 22nd day of December, during our annual the expo is going to be inaugurated. She was a former welfare and she was so they do be very good. Like mother, I'll be putting their they built to the and do special grace of God. So I appreciate this lady. We are going to invite you on the second of this letter. So thank you very much. It is a state has been a safe terrain. You and I can testify to our fact that we do not joke about the protection of women and our children. And so every year, like I said, we come together achieving structures for the advancement of women and children in Nigeria. The state our theme during the 60th anniversary. I love copying big things. So even I'm going to copy to you what our speaker is wearing this morning. So I have to adapt because indeed the conversation should continue. Like I always say when I go to Fresh FM, when they ask me, Madam, ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀yin rò pé ìwà ìbàjẹ́ sí àwọn obìnrin ó lè dẹ́kun ní àgbègbè wa? Èmi náà sọ àdáhùn pé wọ́n ní tí iná wà tó lórí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kìí tán lè pọn. So we have to keep taking steps because it's like and so we have to be ahead of them. That's why each time we have to keep coming back. And what to bring further encouragement. So the question this morning for you is on the issue of education. Well, that you have to be good. I'm sure and yes, speaker teachers to this paper and this is our range of well-selected panelists. And I yesterday, the man that brought and we attended today. So it's not just about women and children all alone. We also attend to the needs of men. Because when the needs of these men are met, you surely know that more women would have a safe place where they can live and able to talk about whatever they are doing. So we are not neglecting our men. These cases go down to sexual violence, physical, emotional, psychological, children maintenance, fostering, and so on. Some people say the numbers seem to be on the increase, but we believe that it's because of the social media awareness. I strongly want to believe that, as it's made, the number is on the increase. And should we just back on we need to share on the show, do more. But see, no, that is only into it's only more. So what we help us, even as we strive to do more for the women and children in the state. Recently, this do. So that means it is what it is a right. And it is not democratic, but a good measure that must be taken of things and gender balance coming from the democracy. And he also said it has become and gender issues into the constitution, policies, and processes in Nigeria. I'm going to be quoting this man. I also want to quote him. He said, women form families and communities. Yes, they are political. Perfect balance. And I say, again, I'm sure not it's not. No. We want this statistics to be improved because we know that it will bring transformative value to women and governance, leadership, and policy. We all know the story of the woman that quite a lot of the men were brought down during the genocide. And now in Rwanda, 62% of the political terrain is occupied by women. And today, as we speak, whether we accept or not, Rwanda is the giant of Africa. When it comes to the economy, so it means that women can add a lot, even to the governance of any country. I pray that we will wake up to this reality. Last we said, women are the glue that holds our family, community together. Despite its systemic barriers, including cultural norms, economic inequality, and inadequate legal protection, have hindered their full participation in political and public life. And it concluded by saying that constitutional amendments is very, very necessary at this time, and it is pivotal, and it is a necessary corrective measure to address historic inequity and unlock our nation's potential. If you appreciate what this young man is saying, put your hands together. I hope to meet him one day. Thank you so much for being a voice for the women. And that is one of the terrain that we are trying to bring up now. Where men need to speak, maybe our men will listen closer. Recently, I celebrate the states because an index that was released by Inventions Africa, a civic organization dedicated to human rights and gender equality, has identified it as one of the top performing states in response to GDP in Nigeria. This is a living plan. Before not the state has come on board and also. So it means that we are doing well and we can do better. So I say congratulations to every one of us, and I wish it was happy. Thank you so much for coming. And God bless. Where is our open?
Shall we put our hands together once again? We are putting our hands together for our second round. Right. I witnessed that of the testimony of the individuals. Those are one of the students at Abuja. So I also saw it. So the colleagues and the colleagues and the more all of the times together once again to say. FBA, although FBA, we collect I'm so I started that the list that was given to me. Now, please permit you to recognize the chairman, FBA, here, live and direct, right? I want to appreciate the program manager, Mr. Nelson Akwede from BID. He's just going to together from the institute. So, I want to recognize the presence of the permanent secretary, Minister of Women Affairs, in zero reports. The president is on live TV. Let's get on together tonight. Once again, right? I want to recognize the Honorable Justice, Okoye Chicho is ably represented here. Honorable Justice Blessing, that is also ably represented here. That's the representative is and look on candidates. Let's guys together. All right, we have some students here with us too, who are Fida, associate branch of Fida. Round four. And I'm going to invite and please to come and give.
Special participation in this in welcome everyone to this event of the Fida annual lecture with the team achieving enhanced institutional structures for the advancement of women and children. Yes, it is no news to the that the Ministry of Women Affairs has so committed to improve in our ability to enhance and improve children and women welfare and empowerment, and we will be to ensure that Ekiti State is seen as a state where the voice of women will be heard. In relation to giving or according to women the same equity opportunity the in the school to read. So we need to appreciate the organizer and the owner of this particular event as it showcase the place of the state in actualizing the position of the women and children in the case. So on this note, I want to appreciate everyone demonstrating a present skill, and I wish us a very nice celebration. Thank you so much. I have to get on the say this. Right. Now, we'll continue with the messages. I can see that became yes, 0% thank you, care of this. Let's plan together. Yes, moderator, I've forgotten my name. The chairman and the caring. I welcome everybody to this fruitful deliberation. Please permit me to start on the saying, appreciate Mrs. Song has not let us down. Fida has always been giving us good chairperson every time, and Mrs. Sola, we recognize your desire when it comes to children and women. We have treated you very well, and we NPO parents are continuing to be partnering with Fida Ekiti. Fida Ekiti, we love you. I want to present our support, 10% support for the Ekiti administration. We know you are not going to let us down. We have Please continue to enjoy. Thank you. The chairman with you together.
Yeah, my daughter already just is a very nice. He's representing the acting chief judge of the state, Honorable Justice Leko Omoyini. She's very busy. She's posted at you. Mama, so can we just for a remarks on behalf of the Honorable CJ, so that if she still wants to take her name, because the only thing they get somebody to manage it, isn't she beautiful? She was a former technical Fida. I know I'm back to my normal, my possibility, my own thing. Thank you very much for working with me. I'm here on behalf of the Honorable Acting Chief Judge of the State, who I understand should be the chief host of state program. He has dedicated me. Unfortunately, my assignment here earlier has been dedicated as well. But that one, like we lawyers do, or we also, those of us who are lawyers who understand the law, we know that and that's why I'm here. So even though I had to rush down, and I'm still going to rush down, but for the sake of loyalty and obedience, I have been directed to come here and I have to. So that's why I'm here. And on behalf of the CJ, of the acting chief judge, I welcome you all. I congratulate us all for witnessing the annual lecture. It's an annual, and it is the will of God that we are here present and that to witness this event. And I will thank God for it. And do it a privilege to be standing before you. On behalf of the chief judge, the acting chief judge, he has promised his support for Fida in the state of course. Fida is an household name, and whether we like it or not, decided another way. Without Fida, you are going to stay. Fida is support us, because I don't live out of Fida. Fida is support us, or you have no option than to support. So basically, that is the asked me to tell you that is very, very much in support of our activities, particularly our objective, which focuses on enhancing, advancing the core competencies of both women and children. Of course, we and I think that everybody, there's nobody that will miss. That is very much in support of those who is going to be that it is going to give any assistance that we desire as long as God will help me. And I want to tell you that as long as I get to that is to congratulate once again and pray that God will help us do many things together the best of our lives. And by way of addiction, I think that I can't say more than what I said, but then by way of addiction as a part and parcel of the I would say, I want to encourage us that we female lawyers to do more in our advocacy for understand the child rights law in the States. I understand that we have a child rights law. 2006, there is a need for the fact that we make a job that I think that's a area that also, add some reduce some, and I believe that with that, we get better, law, the children in the state. How about, women, the laws protecting the women in the states, we can't go to everything. That are protecting the rights of women. We are just to do more. Some of our laws are taking the chair on the show. This law and take them active. We don't hold, we don't. Journalists help you and find you understand and it becomes the matter that is in the public. So there's an area that I want us to look at, and that's the area of abuse of this order for pain. I think there's a need for us to look at that as well. Others, applications for hearing is not granted, and only granted incense, and so if you can advocate for this, it will also strengthen our society. When the life that people see that the children we really them at risk. Some of them are traumatized, that time the other is granted, some of them, you don't use your children to set course. Whatever a child goes on with at program. Many of us, we will not know that our parents are not our parents. We don't have known. So this particular of the planning is something with a lot of I want us to do more in that area. Without saying so much, there are so many ways to have his own time program is coming and very, real and of my life, especially with that I don't have the opportunity to use but if I have any other that I will make forward to that afterwards. And I trust that you do very well. So that thank you very much for having me. And thank you for sharing the show today.
Let's try to get up once again, please. Let's put that together for once again. If you are people who says you very well. Let's do very well. Right? Administrative officer. Okay, Mr. Babatunde Danamola. Let's try to get up there. Okay. Now we want to pick our message and go to you guys. Mr. National Human Rights Foundation to come and be 50 minutes. Let's try to get up. I hope the doctor will make it. Go ahead, please. Good morning, all. My name is Shubhen. I'm a very I like to know very well. Moving by the grace of God, I'm the state coordinator of National Human Rights Commission, and then only has the powers. Chairperson, so that there's something my staff have been telling me the office now to
I want to know that this is saying that the breeze don't do. How much? My spouse, the short while I've been in it, and the 2-3 times we've had a working relationship with Fida and the chairperson, we now can't have Oga's girlfriend. Oga's girlfriend, because anything she says, Oga agrees. You get it. Anything she wants, Oga agrees. This will be Oga's girlfriend. So anything she wants, Oga agrees. But and I'm like, sorry, I'm not used to politic protocol, right? But so I want to stand on the protocol when there's still water in the house. You say, I'm not used to it, I just want to do my work. And so when I saw this even before now, I noticed that there are a lot of brilliant people I have heard before. I've heard their voices, but I've not met them, especially our guest speaker. And I'm seeing her face for the first time. I thought she'd be, this. Yes, exactly. You've heard so much about her. You've heard her voice saying, hey, oh, let me see the side of the giant I'm coming to meet. So I'm not prepared to listen. And my sister and friend, this is Shelly Darkness at my short stay in Ekiti have been very wonderful. Okay, Fida is here, I can talk about it, but before that, let me bring my friend. She's been very helpful, she's been good to the commission. So I bring you warm greetings from the National Human Rights Commission. The National Human Rights Commission, the federal government, the and I don't need to tell the house what's the National Human Rights because it's the company of Florida, the company, the people here. So the topic you guys chose this time is achieving enhanced human structures. So the advancement of women and children. And the chairperson, this is Onyade, mentioned Rwanda, and she mentioned some things about women, whether Rwanda, she's very correct. Rwanda is Africa's biggest country right now. But it is a bit small size, but Rwanda is. And sincerely, 2 years back, I thought of relocating my family to Rwanda because it's a beautiful country. I thought of relocating my family to Rwanda. And that's a beautiful country. So she said, look at it. And women, a lot of them see women as the weaker person, but I tell people that women are very strong. But women, you have I have everything. But able doesn't mean you're strong. You just have able. Because woman can be quiet. And when she wants to kill you, she'll kill you without you. She'll kill you and you'll smell it in the heart. She puts your finger in front of you and you're eating and she just feel with you. Meanwhile, you're eating, there's no point in eating that. But you got very powerful, very strong and agreement with my sister. I have one sister, she called me Mara because all my life I never hit her. You know how siblings, those children, anytime she knows that I'm having fun and she will call me. Even before she got for me. So it makes my mind. So for the parents, for the but I know how women can sensitive to that. You know, that's how much I can do for that. No. It's an institutional structure we're talking about. Is what can be even as men, is what we should be discussing. It's not that it's possible. Because if we don't, as Michelle said, we don't discuss it amongst ourselves, we'll deal with these women against the world. There's how we use our ego ourselves. No, this we are men. Let's find when we go out to do what to do. But when you know women come to this people, you know every what to do. But I want to end this my small with what one of the mentor. Love. Chairman, the one like chairman. First one, the first day chairman or chairperson of this, please, something like until the list of us is taken care of, the best of us. Until the list of us will not start. Please, that we could, we could service in your head. You still come back to meet what we do. It's going to be something. Yes, the thing that came to play, you still come back. Very well for him, please. So, the book is Bible to the left. It's Bible to in bands. This is the I want to do the addition of this scripture. This time to get up. Thank you. We are doing citation. This is Johnny Riches. Johnny Riches is a female leader, a women's rights advocate with experience in corporate management, entrepreneurship. A women advocacy work focuses on fostering women's leadership and enhancing their economic capacity for an equitable and sustainable society. Making an advocacy and social development to address systemic barriers affecting women and children. She is the president and founder of Leading Ladies Connect International NGO, a female membership-based organization with over 500 members across universities and members across 7 different African countries. She is the convener of the Ekiti Women Arise Conference, which has metamorphosized into community-based organization with impactful projects and volunteer personnel across the 16 local governments in the states. Johnny Riches is currently the state chairperson for Youth Women Political Participation Technical Working Group, where she provides coordination for over 30 CSOs with the aim of addressing women political participation in the state. She is married to Reverend Lawrence Riches, a renowned advocate of youth inclusion, accountability, and good governance, and the both graduate branch of Triumphant Nation. Permit me to introduce Mrs. Riches.
Sides, but my voice. But don't mind it. That is how God intentionally decided to put it into a small package like this. Yes. So thank you so much, Sides. It's very, very huge compliment for me. And I appreciate it. And sometimes I ask myself, if I'm bigger than this, what exactly would I be doing? I think my presence or appearance will speak all the languages for them. So much how the assistant in times of time people, so that I don't but then, it's very, very difficult for me to capture all the lists of the important personnel that are seated here. But during the introduction, I make sure I jotted a few. I'm going to recognize them especially today. And because after that, I'll go straight into my presentation, which is a topic that is too wide for us to discuss even in English. So, starting on the existing protocol, first of all, and that chairperson already said she doesn't really have much roots. And definitely I don't even pay anything. So the protocol is definitely going to still be balanced even with my presence at home. So I'd like to recognize the representative of the Commission of Police, seated, the State Coordinator of National Human Rights Commission. Thank you so much for that. Very powerful. FM, marketing officer, MS, I believe I'm so correct. The PS Ministry of Women is my own mother in this role. I mean, she will look for me anywhere. I'm so sure about that. We've been working on for a long time. Thank you so much, Mark. Honorable Yabo, interesting. I've done a lot of work on and about her and the things that she does. And this is actually just cemented everything for me. Thank you so much. The legal advisor to the office of the First Lady. I hope I put that right. The chairperson of Fida Ekiti herself, Mrs. Olatubosu. I've always called her Fida Chair. I'm very clear now about her name. The incoming chair and the vice, we already started working together. Thank you so much. Then my home boss is strong for she. Mr. Nelson Akere, the program officer for Valley Gilead Sustainable Development. The chairperson of the Ekiti, and I guess I had that in my Ekiti also. I stand to be corrected. The representative of the Honorable CJ and all past and present executives of Fida, same as all members and associate members. A very, very long protocol and Mr. Former every person. But then, some people just said, okay, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a member of Fida, I'm neither in the honorable, but thank you so much for sitting down to this thing. So really, and it's such a privilege, which means I have a degree in communication and I understand so well that public speech like this is not meant to actually teach or to bring what people never knew to them. It's actually an effort to open up the conversation that is going to be expanded. So I like to say the good speech of this nation should not talk about everything. Instead, should open people's eyes to many other things that needs to be discovered. As I earlier said, it's a topic that's becoming even exhausting in a year of gathering like this. So in my few minutes of presentation, I believe it will inspire and that is calling it like for me as a religious person who speaks on the computer every now and then. I would rather call it a presentation. It's very hard for us to, as preachers, to do strictly paper presentation without sometimes talking as if you're a preacher. They have span of experience, and I use the strongest passion in the States, and for years of the best and the best. I think I want on that so yeah, of course, how do you think that would be media personality is not enhanced? It is interesting to say that with the experience they go about when it comes to advocacy and my gender advocacy there, we need to clear with this. What's the visual experience whenever we go out to talk about the rights of women? In fact, there are stigmatized that gender want to stay. I see some people who are causing problems for the peace and resonance of the society has actually arrived. And that is true. But looking into the cost of this particular, I need to discover that this is happening because many people do not understand what gender and children advancement movements. As a matter of fact, I feel, and I like what together, I feel we've been talking with the last set of audience who think, and I guess to say, who are confused with the real ideology of bettering the society. And that's why it can be comfortable. I mean, the person can be very, very, I'm trying to be careful not to go to some sensitive experiences that we have had. But then, even big figures and a class of people, one of the things about it is the fact that I speak the truth exactly the way it is. I do not belong to any settings or sector that will later come and be responsible for the freedom of speech that I have. I understand. So in civil society, have that empathy, and I'm enjoying it. But then, I try to imagine the kind of mindsets that below people, main figure in the society, I mean, put on when you begin to violate freedom, even in the highest level. Of course, I advocate for leadership in vision, and I believe that the agency of the woman is spirit will not overcome gender resilience. I believe that once women themselves or women ourselves become capable of living a meaningful life personally, we will still struggle under the structural barriers. But how do we say, how on earth can someone think that his family, his home, will be perceived right in the society after beating his wife, people, break the neck, do all that, and he still returns to the same society and shape one another's country? That's not really very wrong. I think we'll continue to look into that. So I think this subject is not well understood. It's not well understood. Because when you read a personality, you read all that she represented, how on earth will she be confident? First as a human, and next as a partner whose responsibility includes collaborating to ensure that there is a legacy. These are big questions that I most times to ask the perpetrators of violence against women. Do you understand what it means? Now, the representative of the City of Prevention Success Nigeria, very, very connected to me. I'm married to a man who, until maybe 25 years of his life, discovered because I knew that his father or his mother is. And that happened because there is one particular man that comes around and everybody saying, Uncle TJ. And one day they just called him and sat him down and said, you know what, actually, this is your father. And he goes, just continue to do this now. Because all who he has seen different people at different times who they also call his father. So you are going to accept all those people as father. So when you have brought one out and say this particular one is actually the father, it doesn't make any difference. But what exactly does it mean to be a father? All I need to do is sleep, wake up, eat, walk, and do about it. In doing that, without identifying any particular person specific, I don't know if you understand. First of all, we are in a generation where we talk about the DNA to identify who the father is. And on that premise, the destiny of a woman, most of the time is shattered. It took years. I'm talking about my own husband. It took years. As a matter of fact, I think he doesn't speak the date for himself and his birthday. And that's what we see it. I think the date has never done any harm for him the last time I checked. And the celebrities and everybody has ever refused so much in the neck of this. I'm just telling you some of the things that actually goes on when the woman Because in this story, she asks the question, where is the woman? Where is the boy? Of course, I was going to get married to him, smart man that I am. And insisted, it doesn't matter, if the woman is there, I want to see her very young before I marry her. One for this week. Of course, it's going to be different to me. But this was the businesses to have lives. Children. Just today, as a pastor, I have the privilege of relating with the law of the young. And when I tell you parental defaults and the magnitude of the impacts on the life of the children, the entire world will come together and take this topic seriously. Because I have children and I use young children. As a religious leader, we have the opportunity and the privilege of identifying both from the natural and the supernatural world, and we see that in me. So sometimes you can tell by the virtue of certain things that we are aware of. Some things are meant to be better than the way it is. And at the table of discussion, we ask the children question, only to discover that it's either the mother is nowhere or there is even no doubt. Then what happens? Then the child's life, whether it's a father. So this tells you, to the extension of generation, to the impact, I'm just doing this to summarize what I have here, which says that we do not yet understand the impacts of an enhanced woman and how it is connected. Now, let me do this because we live in a society that is very traditional and religious and respect that so well. And there is always a fear and concern whether women are going to be taking over the place of the man in the society when they become so important. So, an average traditional man or an average religious man begins to give themselves a stronger reason why women should not be important, women should not be informed, they should not be free, they should just be in that particular position where they are doing. And I told you that's not a bad idea, but just know that you are writing your budget statements by yourself. And you are also ending your generation. Why? Because you will be a husband, a head over a human being that will not be able to contribute anything. But then let's reverse the case and say, you have a woman who is capable of representing you in your absence. What does that mean to you? You have a woman who is capable of extending your thoughts into so many things from the capacity that women have. We can structure, we can arrange, we can build, we can set, we can organize. Provided our capacities enhanced. So can we begin to look at this from the angle of truly when God was creating human and he said to a man, let's create a helpmeet. God is actually looking at the stress that is attached to you bearing all the body alone. And saying, you know what? There is another image, there is another person. When we created, and when we create, we become a major assistant and support. And that is what the Bible and the Quran call and for us in our setting. And I like almost the past of this question. What kind of support do you think we can get from that person who does not even know or have a feeling of peace or our own life? Let us see our own life. Of course, the reason why we have many of these, many of this complaint and horror. Let me make this particular point to you. Many times I don't want to drive because I just like being 5G whenever I go is moving so I can sense of everything I do. But the attention to it as a class, So and of course I enjoy it. So one day some of the things around and say, well, so I told him the night before his arrival, I can't wait for him to come back. And he said, right. He said, because so driver is coming back. Really, I did not think about that. The fast forward, actually, really came back because I sacrificed to pick people from the park and all of these things. The rest is history. I just left it. And so it started doing the whole thing. Then it occurs to me. Now, I'm doing this because I actually have the ability. I know we know that women won't ever touch the car. Of course, they can't afford one themselves. That's one. And they cannot touch the one that is available. So it happened this morning as we speak, is hosting a town hall meeting on good governance for somewhere soon. And so I decided, I'm still in the mode of conversion. Many people are doing this, but people to drive them to then really proud of the house. It's like, I'm talking about it. I mean, it has to be like how the really coach. Because if you didn't withdraw out, we still started everything. And it says, okay, how big comments. How about I drive? Use it to keep your own course. Then we looked at me and said, I understood the meaning of this man. It's not you said you're not driving anything. But then by the time he called me to a particular level because he said, guess what, we parked. I took over the steering, drove him down, and of course, all till we got to the very, we kept receiving calls, making calls. So what if I truly had no, he's in trouble. And it's like to someone actually cheating. I was there now. Because this is some of the things that we lose happen. There's no time to talk about economic supports. There's no time to talk about intelligent contributions to endeavors and projects. There's no time to talk about how the human herself will become capable of raising what we call the round and rounded children that you can be proud of. These and many more are what we enjoy when building capacity and enhance. So whenever we are thinking about this, it's very important we also let them understand what is the need for them. And the fact that women's empowerment, women's enhancement is a backdrop of a sustainable society, a backdrop of a sustainable home, a backdrop of a sustainable nation. I think this year is the only time since COVID that I did not go to Rwanda. I think I was the year I actually went there twice. I like, you know, my chair for NHRC, sincerely speaking, we want to relocate to family. Because it's exactly like the state, interestingly. But there are so many things. In fact, whenever you are landing at night, you see lights everywhere, and it's all things and values and all. So we have a meeting sometimes with the Minister of Youth Rwanda and some of the projects that they were doing at that time. And also in my curiosity, I met with one of their director on policy and structure. So I asked them the question, you people are crying over having a lot of women in your cabinets. How did you arrive at this? And she gave me an answer, which sticks to me. And I'm going to beg us all. We're not having much of political leaders here, but in our advocacy, well, to these people, it's important to tell them, without the political will, we will see trouble. Thank God my mom is here. Remember our house, of course. Immediately I think one of the things immediately I think is let's start with my talk about this. Thinking how to handle. Because now I asked her, so how do you manage this? They said after the genocide, a lot of men died, and they left a lot of women who became widows, and a lot of them lost their male children and all of that. So they truly have a fewer number of people. Then also, now the dead are the victim, right? While the survivor, the people who didn't die are the survivors. Now, these people are survivors who are paid. I mean, went to the genocide center, we even met some of the generations of the people. We met some people who were the only survivor in their entire generation, entire family. I mean, it was serious. And they said, the company looked at you. How else can we compensate this people? So for them, they started with an intention to compensate. They said, okay, let's begin to rebuild this nation and bring from crisis. Now, the women's leadership in Rwanda is represented in society. So we talked about it as so the government actually brought women from the list of men. Look, there was nothing. They took us to some places where they told us thousands of lives. When they just leave them there, at the point they couldn't do, they just cover them up, call them down, there's another Jesus. So there was a rule, a total rule, and this is women. They repeat this particular country from that, and today they're celebrating them as number one. From your first step into the country, I've been to some other African countries, I can tell you. From your first step into the country, you can tell. These and many more are what we are hoping for when we talk about enhancing institutional strength of women. Now, there is a direct connection between anything that happens to a woman and whatever happens to a child. First of all, starting from the biological trace, she's carrying the child in her, right? So if elsewise she's not looking, the child will suffer. All secrets. So when I'm talking about health, as one of the aspects we need to focus on, it's not just because we don't want to have headache and stomach ache. No, it's so that we can bring about to life a proper being. We've seen so many children who you can tell the reason why they have with different kind of disabilities and all that is as a result of certain things that the mother was lacking in pregnancy. And of course, you still see an uninformed man beating such woman. What would you pay? And then are giving it elsewhere to bring about their life, still hoping to give the child, the love, and of course, how the better than many of them. They're talking about the that the child is going to spend on that. She's going to be sucking, or she's going to be sucking the mother's breasts. And what is the content of this breast? Accumulation of nutrients in the mother's body. Then, of course, talk about the first level of care and many more. So there is a direct connection whenever we talk about the woman. Directly, immediately. Then on the other side, and not the fact that you are constantly, I'm speaking to all what I have in this paper. So that it won't be like, I hope you understand. So there is a direct, now we're talking about post study. Now, who's going to take about the child, whatever issues of separation and all of these things in common? Because I'm speaking with lawyers and women's rights advocates who have seen all manner. I'm standing before you, like I said earlier, someone who have also seen children top of heads down simply because of negligence. Next time when I manage these cases, because of the religious sector, we have the bias in every format and all. I'm always struggling, and it's struggling to help the children understand which side they should stay. Because they must maintain the truth. And many times I say the truth out of pain in my heart. And you know what? As a son, you've got a single father. And of course, your mother expects a lot from you. You've got to see your mother. That is a difficult thing for the young man to do. So today, sometimes I tell them, Christmas, go to the mother. New Year, go to the father. Even me, you tell me to do that, I'd rather leave the two of them. That's so easy. Now, I don't want to talk about the worldly more important things and eventually also can. Then the man should go on the New Year and is seated and the child goes on. Talking about that. So for the necessary institutions, sincerely speaking, if we are talking about anything that eventually affects the society well, and we neglect the place of adequate legal provision, then we are only wishing. We are only making wishes. And that's why a prestigious organization like Fida is one that we can never joke with. Of course, we have many more other practitioners within the setting. We can never joke. The institutional structure that we need are adequate and functional. Permit me to use the word efficient in terms of size and the contents of the law. I wrote a few of the stuff that we enjoyed in the state here. The state, of course, is and is truly being celebrated as an organization with the highest number of people and something we should be proud of. And thank God for the recent discovery by this platform, the most clap is simply here. The Victor's Africa also made us proud and was adding to our large amount of the fact that we truly manage this, and what we can tell in the state also how accommodating the state is towards things that has to do with gender. Of course, we have up to 6 law, the law protecting the right of people in the states. I got this from the compilation of the law that was published in 2021. The law that prohibits closer transition with the state child's right law, with the state equal opportunity law, the GP law, the compulsory treatment for child and victim of sexual violence. These are very beautiful set of laws that we can always be proud of. And, but in my study and my, work on this laws of smaller things, we also identified that there are many other things that we still need to do. Because it's one thing we have the law that is staying on the shelf. It's another thing we have the law that everybody can speak to how exactly it is supposed to be. Then we have personnel, we have people, standing with the responsibilities of ensuring that there is a monitoring. And I believe that is a very close to our focus of our international policy. Because it's as good as we say the job of this, well, I don't need to start introducing what's in law and listening to my audience here. But let's just make an instance. Let's say the job of this place is meant to be done every 4 hours of the day, and we just sleep like that. I don't know anybody can come in within the stipulated 4 hours and open the door and enter. Sure, it's true, right? Provided there is nobody behind the door checking or watching. Or better still, we say nobody should open the door, so if I go to what will happen? Then you tell me if I open, then I find it that I'm going to cut grasses. Cutting grasses is actually bad. So there are some of the penalties or some of the laws you can tell. You know, if I commit a particular kind of crime, what I need to do is to rent out. I will first of all go to the person or whose life I want to copy. I say, all I need to do is to rent out. I will invest of your life. That tells us, further complements the reasons why some of these laws need to be reviewed. Then, of course, the institution that is meant to operate. I love the gender equal opportunity law so much because my meeting with the former first lady, the role model, the version that we did at that. He was doing one of our plans of the discipline and place. And he said to me, he said, there are so many things that we've done in this administration that civil society organizations like yourself and others need to understand how to do more with. I said, okay. So take for instance the GEO. It has a lot of provision in the gender equal opportunity, but how many of us really understand the contents of this? And that talks about awareness. And through awareness, I was working on something that I needed to do some stuff around the law. I took some of my topics and please get this law. There is a lot of things, and some of them even told me they don't even know the law exists. That was when I understood that we are really in a lot of problems. Because awareness left is still very low. And probably we have members of the society who relate to the laws. I mean, as president of those trainings, I tell them most especially in corporate sectors, don't tell me you have business policies and all. When all your employees cannot speak to what exactly in the papers. But I make it compulsory. We are reviewing the policies, all members of staff that at different levels. Because it is a law that guides their operation. The same thing with what we call the law of the state, the law of the nation. So the information, how clear is it to us? And as the was telling me, he said this laws actually talked about so many things and providing opportunities for people. And how many women in the businesses are looking into how to make use of this opportunity, even for contracting and getting government projects. I talked about it as well. This is a different aspect that we are not really talking about. But yes, we are looking at participation and inclusion. How will we come without we getting the contracts that pays a good amount of money? Some many more other things that we still need to look into related to talking about the existing one. There's also making recommendations to improve for a better one. You know, the assistant country rep for UN was saying something. He said, how do we begin to test or to request for the adjustment of something that we have never used? Like you have a shoe, you never wore it, and you're saying you want to repair it. It's not exactly what you really want to repair. Let's talk about how to make use of it first. And other strategies on how we can make use of this. Talk about the review as well. It's very important. Consistent advocacy we cannot stop. And the person does not have the word stop. It does not sit in the dictionary. And that's why anybody advocating for those rights must also ensure that it continues to be persistent in the advocacy. Of course, many of our stakeholders they are doing so many brilliant and beautiful things around us. And of course, the area of gender mainstreaming, which is the last thing I was speaking on before I even have my seat, is also something that we do not widely understand so well. If I was to say gender mainstreaming, a lot of times we relate to it as one of those words that we use in describing topics and subjects that we do over gender or social development. But in the real practice, it actually talks about how we have a lens that looks into inclusion. How we have a lens that we use in checking whether we opinion, interests, and concern is really considered in this particular law that we are making. Take, for instance, I think some things around the procurement law in Ekiti State, and going through many of the criteria that someone needs to have before they do contracts. One of the major questions I'm asking, how many women within the states ask that kind of criteria? That definitely tells us that there was nothing related to gender mainstreaming about that is going on. This is what we are talking about. That is not conversation that speaks to the development of the state, as this consideration, and is having adequately looked upon. And of course, we can't overemphasize the roles of our stakeholders, with the government representatives, members of House of Assembly, of course, the institution charged with the responsibility of, ensuring the passage of laws and all. CSOs were represented, NGOs, Fida, then all organizations, human rights foundation, health sector, ministries, right out their role, both in advocating and helping people gain awareness. And even the last very, very important set of people, the general public. It is very important that we are intentional, and I really think as intentional. So more that's the reason why it's a joint efforts, and every stakeholder must ensure that there are strategic measures put in place to see that there is synergy between every of the stakeholders. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, I am able to convince you that in next panel session, I have a lot of questions to answer from some of the people that I will. Thank you.
Next time, get a call, please. You can really let's do well. Let's do well. Let's do well. Thank you, Reverend Richards. Small but mighty. He said, do it is small, but there's a dynamite in power. And we can see the dynamite now. Right? The Lord will keep you up. The Lord will help you up. The Lord will see you through. Right? Before the plenary section, please permit me to recognize your representative for NDA Women Forum. Representative for NDA Women Forum. Before the plenary section 2, I would like to take the good message. We take that, sorry, from the representative of the Commissioner of Police. Sorry. Let's pass it up to the police.
Good morning, everyone. Madam Fida, this is the only one that can move my commissioner of police for. That is most powerful. We need to see understanding organization that when they come to police headquarters, my commissioner of police will be issuing directives. That no, they follow that. No, I don't want to. Peter, you are powerful. Women, you are powerful. Thank you. let me only recognize and stand on the existing protocol. Ground light. I think the protocol, we will be looking for another part of it. Esteemed members of the International Federation of Women Lawyers, Fida, Ekiti State Branch, our distinguished guests, honored speakers, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my Commissioner of Police, CP Akinwale Kunle Adeniran, MNR, I'm delighted to extend my felicitation to the International Federation of Women Lawyers, Ekiti State Branch, on the occasion of their annual election, with the theme achieving enhanced institutional structure for the advancement of women and children in Nigeria. Ekiti State as a case study is particularly and relevant. The guest speaker, in fact, I want us to give a round of applause. Well done. You've done well. Sometimes when some of us talk, I was telling human rights. It's as if you lost too much basic information free. I hope you did not capture that. Okay. As we gather to discuss these critical issues affecting women and children, I am reminded of the pivotal roles that Fida plays in promoting gender equality, justice, and women's rights. Your tireless effort for the right of women and children are timely and commendable. Your topic, achieving enhanced institutional structure for the advancement of women and children in the Ekiti State, is very timely at this time. I am reminded of the particular roles that you do to play, most especially when you come to the office. However, I'm sorry to say, very, very emotional. Very, very emotional. Despite the same understanding we have and collaboration, I want to take it on us. I mean, to take it easy with us. That the law based on facts, and it is the fact available that will work. And the AC administration to this headquarters, I've seen a lot of your right up. Sometimes I will just say, Madam again, Madam again, Madam again, Madam go ahead. This topic, enhanced institutional structure, is crucial for addressing the disparity in education and opportunity faced by women and children. With its Ekiti State, its structural heritage and resilience, present a unique story for exploring innovative solutions. I also that we found the platform to share knowledge, experience, and best practice. It is not all about it is about implementation, which it is absolutely proud. Let us work together to build a society where women and children are empowered to reach their full potentials. Once again, on behalf of my commissioner of police, congratulations to Fida, Ekiti State Branch, on the significant events. I wish you a successful and enriched annual election. Thank you very much.
Thank you and thank you. So, right, we'll move straight to the plenary session now. Please, permit me to invite Honorable Justice Blessing, actually, ably represented by Mrs. Babalola K. Williams. Please take your hand. Yes. Then he invites Mr. Nelson Akele, the program manager, Big, who is the moderator. The parliament invites Honorable Yabo Kieme from the Ekiti State House of Assembly in late to email the constituency. Right. The parliament invites Sherry Dabo Attorney Esquire, legal advisor, and legal officer to the case leading Ekiti State. Let's try to get about this. The market manager needs FA. Then I'm going to invite Mr. Shobeni from the right side. From National Human Rights Commission. Let's not together for this. Now you come over the line to the moderator, President Nelson Akele. We for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, International Federation of Women Lawyers, and really, in my capacity as Nelson, appreciates Fida Ekiti State. It's been a long journey, personally with Fida Ekiti State, and I want to sincerely appreciate Madam Chair for this singular one. I'm hoping it will become a plural in the industry as the first man who can be a member of that in the world. Because every day you see Fida called my name, for him, and I'm asking for a scholarship to get no granted. Ask myself, sometimes 4 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, I was here to share a section, and I said, what is the style of leadership within this structure or this Fida organization that sustains them? And that is what I'm recommending for any civil society coming together as a group of persons that want to thrive and make change.
Congratulations, Fida Nigeria and Fida Ekiti. Put your hands together to thank. Right now, they have just very short time and have the biggest stakeholders in the Ekiti states to interface with in these few minutes. So the rule will be distinguished stars and mass honorables and your honor representing my lord. The rule will be that you take the first 2.5 minutes to respond to my first question uninterrupted. And that will work around all the guests. Then the next question will take just 1 minute to respond to it. I want to remind us of the need to be strict to and that is not that you approach to. I will start with the representative of my lord, Honorable Justice Blessing and Play, ably represented by your honor. Justice is key if we will achieve the advancement of women and children that we are coming to discuss in the state. My lord, your honor, what's your review of the justice system period? And you have to do with women and children getting your
laws. They are not well implemented. So these are the things we discussed most of the times in our programs. Touch on it. Perfect these laws. Use this laws. It's all like, let me cite an example. This issue of female circumcision. My last program, I invited the vice the current chairman of NPA, someone I invited her. And I asked her, you been talking about this female circumcision, female circumcision. Yes, you have the law in our children against it. You ask, you don't before.
you so much to the put it together while moving. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will come to Barrister Shadi Atale, then I'll quickly run and go to the E4G, the National Market. Barrister Atale, you work on your work stand to the Ministry of Justice, to the Office of the First Lady, to your personal interface with individuals in the society and several other spaces. Please, can you give us insight into the cause of violence on women and children in the business? What is actually the cause? Because sometimes you just, like Ms. Fala said, oh, so people just come make the noise. So sometimes we perceive that just making noise without violence. What is the cause of violence? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. Thank you, Fida, for this and to sit here and talk about this. Violence is the most expensive point. My reason why I don't this price not saying that is it more expensive than campus? Is it more expensive than running the government? Yes. It is. From the economic aspect, for the social and psychological aspects, and to the societal impact that violence in the society has had. In the area of health, it is possible. We know how much Rita is not here. She's the one managing the sexual assault victims. How much it costs to give psychosocial support. The SAC, the psychological aspect of the SAC, is being manned by 4 consultants in mental health. Consultants, not young doctors that are there. Do you know what it takes or what it costs to keep a consultant? And at that, they are still not enough to cover the number of women, young people, even men who reach out to the SAC for psychosocial support. I will give you an insight. We are dealing with 2 very serious cases as it is. A lady was set up by her husband and she was unceremoniously repatriated, leaving 6 children in life. The SAC have been trying to manage her. We are trying to hold that together so that she doesn't just break into pieces. I'm talking about what should each measure say for someone who has lived outside the country for several years. Just to put that together. If you look at the legal and criminal justice area also, the number of cases of GDP cases we have had are more than every other. Makes the ratio of percentage. As at 4 weeks ago, before the prison receipts, the capacity of prison at our game is 500, but they had 900 units. In the 500 space facilities, more than half of them are sexual offenders. Yes. So that's how much. You know what it is or what it means to maintain the facility, maintain those people, even though they are people who have gone against the law. So imagine what their victims may have gone through.
Thank you so much. So, in summary, are you saying the cost is on women for negative purpose?
The cost is on women mostly, and it is not on one.
Thank you. We will proceed from there. Thank you. Put your hands together for very sad times. We move to the State Coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, Mr. Chodenge Oduaku. Sir, as if or she, and you are sitting on the very big of a particular office that we all know onto, I want you to walk us through what is community response to human rights issues, particularly children and women in Ekiti state life. Since you value. Thank you once again for having me. Community response to the issue of women, children. The simple community response. Very, very good. Not a single government response. Not limited government response. The judiciary, the executive, or it's a working system. It's just an experience in the working system. And my family was here have been very, very productive and inspiring because it has made me start enjoying my job again. Seriously. And once again, I'll say the lady sitting next to you on your left has been very helpful. And the lady and the woman sitting on my right has been very helpful too. So the National Human Rights Commission at the apex right agency in Nigeria has done a lot. And most times, when you don't to play the physics mistake. Because everything social cultural events. Yes. And it is good. People it is not so what keep the feelings for voice in our own if you check, 81 out of 100 radio stations in Nigeria is we cannot be able to get a voice to the street to working together for this today. Thank you. Let me to add that my friend said women are not just made for the elderly, but also for the body. Is that right? Yeah. Do you all agree? Yeah. Put your hands together for yourself. Now come to the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Women Affairs. About specifically in 2019, there was a review of the GBV law. And the GBV law provides for gender-based violence management committee, which you are a secretary of that committee. Please, ma'am, walk us through what has been your experience from 2019 to date in response to children and women cases as a tool, because response is also a tool to advancement of their rights. So what has it been like 2019?
Thank you very much. Express my joy for being of this. These are the things that have set the advocacy for the right of women and children on a very high step in it. I'm happy that we have not easily said it is very as a government position, I think the for almost 3 days. Yeah. And we have seen a lot.
And then, there was new information about women, new information to boys at the time the former was when Mr. Finally came on board. He started the practice. And it's 6.2%. A lot of progress. In fact, I want to say that we are winning now. Is that not true? We are winning. Thank God for that. As far as the government is concerned, we in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we believe that it is have done that very well. We believe in policy formulation, we have done that very well. We believe in teaching. Then say that we speak, we are value now. Women now be value. Tell me on the streets, they are witness. She's a woman that she has a right. So, coming to your question, I want to say that very fortunate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 30 seconds for national human rights. Sorry, I want to take back the apologies given to men because she apologized that men grew blah 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 blah. Because let me give you a simple scenario. You give children. You don't send them to school. You give up. We give them that space. So, it's meant for the ready to say, very full. It's very hard to sense. We very apologize. Instead, instead of saying, I'm sorry, and it's and it brings progress. You might goes into the bedroom happy, but you come back and say, oh. Maybe because we were taught not to sit. But I was very just take an exception where and raise you see, not seeing, you see. The other time I said, I'm a traditional person. Some people look at my face. Can you raise us? Listen, a traditional person doesn't make me a cultural person. A lot of men, most men, disabled properly. But a traditional person is okay. You choose what favors or what is good for the society, what is good for you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, maybe many become many from these two animals. Lion and tortoise. One dies easily and faster before the others. Do you know a turtle lives up to 300 years or more? But lion dies faster because of effort. Let me stop at that. Yes, really because of that. So makes you think. In fact, those are not things. We work together, we smile together, we also have to live together.
And I still get waiting I want to, I don't want to be or faster. So that means, don't consider that. Thank you, sir, for addressing that. I come to my, your moment. Why is it that justice is very expensive to be procured by women and children in Nigeria? Justice is quite very expensive from the angle of moving them out of the process, to not being able to afford it financially, to, in fact, settling out of court is mostly used when it comes to, and a lot. Your Honor, why is this? Justice.
Well, you see, it's expensive. Because when we are not as a home. For instance, now the case against your husband in court. Some cases, like court, you are living in the same house, you come to court, same house. Your husband will pay the children's school fees, give you money for food, pay the house rent, do this. Most women cannot achieve all these things on their own. They receive succumb to sex. Time to go to confess the first day. Fida will be the right day.
Fida, do something. Thank you. Put your hands together to celebrate itself. Over to you, ma'am. Miss Fida, you have told us some of the things you are doing, and we celebrate you. We want to know how much you are ready. We are looking into the future because of time. How much are you ready to amplify the voices of women and children? So, for example, there are children. Can we just have, in some places, for example, where the National Human Rights Commission coordinator just cited Lagos, one day speaker. Can we have one day crew of the radio station and your station family? Yes. So what are you going to do to amplify more beyond what you are ever stated? The voices of children and women. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Apart from this, around to bring women to speak out to the society. Well, like I said, we are going to have programs, organize programs to invite children to speak about their challenges, the problems they are facing. Then, apart from that, we have organizations too. You know, I was talking the other side about conflicts. Things come mentioned or talked about. So you see, I've been paying emphasis on Nigerian role. There are things we are not permitted to solve. So yes.
I don't think that's interested. They are important.
That will enhance. You mean that will enhance?
That the law, the current law doesn't allow you to talk about.
Yes.
It's
Very important.
Yes.
Like the other side, I was talking about this female circumcision female circumcision. It's really needs to come out and bring out laws that will support women, that will be the base, especially men that are doing it. They need to really come today. I'm not for them. And this issue of not participating in policy. We have a program talking about women participation in politics. Nigeria continues for women to participate in politics.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for Ms. Malady. Thank you. Because of that, I can see Mama Fida already coming to my side here. And I want to be careful because this place is not far from the high courts. and record we build it. Okay. But attendant, before I come to my marriage, we understand that women peculiarly have been burdened with the care at the domestic front at home. And this impacts productivity, it impacts even their own. When the commissioner of police was talking to Rotary's representative, he talked about them achieving their full potential. What has been the impacts of the burden of care upon women advancing and even children? Some places, it is the children that are spending for the family. And you have six-pack men sitting and drinking palm wine somewhere. So tell us from your experience, what has been the burden of care, the impact on women and children development? Thank you.
Because of this, the societal or religious case of the infectious woman. All of us have terrible son. Women end up having so much pain and responsibility. When I talk, I like to make reference to our realities. Take a walk to the ministry now. You will see children, they started about 2 years ago. You will see children all over. It is the women who came to work that drive the children to work. If you see one or two of our colleagues who are male colleagues who are with our children, just as a money trap, because money trap, somebody comes back to that child to be maybe in the office or in the shop. All those things also affect. If, for instance, I have the opportunity of getting a promotion that will take, I may even end up declining that, considering that thing will take more of my time. It makes us lose interest in things that advance us economically. Then elsewise, no matter how tired we are, when we get home, Daddy and I went to work together. I went to work. Got home about even if I got home before me, you see, and not my remote. But I'm entering the house, I'm going straight to the kitchen with my clothes, no matter how tired. And that's right. So that's it. No matter, even if you are having a pain. I met a friend a few weeks ago who had 5 grades for this. So I went to the mountains. Barely 4 days of that discussion. If that's how much we put ourselves, our health, and everything at risk to ensure that we get that caption, virtuous woman, good mother, holy, and all that, whatever title we expect, the society to display. And also, we have also had situations where women have the opportunity of advancing themselves better.
Education wise, you want to do your PhD, and the man will say, I just got a promotion. Is it now that I got the promotion that you know you want to, who will take care of you?
Maybe,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Sacrifice.
We want to celebrate by that. So I can say that we can see we have a lot, I guess, but because of time, let me quickly run through this student who are coming. So, as an advocate of women advancement and children's rights as well, how best do we pursue women's empowerment and children's empowerment in the context of a socialized society? How do we pursue it? Ideally, how best do we pursue women advancement and child rights promotion? You know, certain aspect I always come at this because since my early days of this job I'm doing, I always like anytime I do or any states, any office I resume, I always have to watch the paper and I write them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that on my table, even without you asking me. But if you go at the level of governance, I write as some person. But level of governance, in achieving women's advancement, we have institutional reforms, basic institutional reforms. We also need to have what we call this policy and legislative reforms, frameworks. We also have a community engagement. You know, I mentioned that the community is zero. The government in the state is 100. And the government needs to go back to the grassroots until the least is taken care of. The best can never be ahead. So community engagement and participation and resource allocation. I'll start talking about trade and evaluating. So much to make together for the need for the thank you, sir. Very fast. Institutional reform, policy formulation and implementation, resource allocation, community engagement. Thank you, sir. Straight to our own movie, the permanent secretary. Ma'am, we have several programs of the government. Please walk us through some of the most recent innovation into this program. Because for me, and I've been an advocate of this for years, that I don't appreciate women empowerment coming out as tokens, you know, as the spirits needs. Let it be institutionalized. So, man, give us some of these innovations, some of these programs that exist that we can amplify and let women tap into for their own advancement. Thank you. Maybe for the community or
Thank you very much. Right now, the plan is the government of inclusiveness. So talking about having empowerment that can move women forward and advance the life of women is a thing that we all need to work and be able to achieve. For so far in the state, we are going to say that the government of today is working far much more than the former governments in the area of empowering people. Education. It's better for the qualifications in their job into the University of Ekiti State on the free of charge educational food. Talking about health, the Ministry of Health are working with it
on ensuring that children 10 years down have free medical attention. And we move to agri. The Ministry of Agriculture has been working so good, giving agricultural inputs, fertilizer, and seedlings to farmers. This time, especially, we are emphasizing women farmers. We will be giving them free of charge. The Ministry of Commerce has worked so hard to engage with not less than 2 banks, more of the Access Bank and more of the to ensure that women entrepreneurs have soft loans, very soft loans, very marginal interest rates for women to advance their businesses.
Thank you so much.
Very well. In the Ministry of
At least
Finance,
in segments.
okay.
Put your hands together for. I must take comment from the audience, maybe 2 or 3 max. But let me ask my special guests up here on the final note, the following questions. I will start with Barrister, just to move this way. Your office has been interfacing with survivors. Most recently, we've had issues where people beg when rape happens. What's your view about this? Rape and beg, and the likes of ongoing intervention of seemingly important personalities to subvert or pervert.
In that sense, over time, we've been working on getting special people for justice. The past administration, into the policy, break on behalf of ladies and groups to jail. I think that this is in recent time in our office, as far as I am concerned, I've not experienced anybody that has come in those days. They used to call me to say this and this and this and that, but I've not experienced that. Maybe they will be waiting on that ground to do that, but if I know, I don't. Okay. So as for that, I think it has gone down. It's now on the minimum to describe us. And final one, I just want to also use this opportunity to beg all people that are people that will have to look for that. I know PBB law has provided for the empowerment of women. There's a section in the law that says particularly to empower survivors. And just 2 days ago, at the peak of the 16 days of activity, the Office of Gender-Based Violence Management Committee, excellency, with the Secretariat and the Ministry of Women Affairs, empowered PT survivors. Because the sum of so I just want to I knew more than that. The government is doing, or I believe that the society organization are also with that. Ekiti did something like that last year, the power of the survivor, support the Ministry of Women and working together. So I think we should do more to ensure that we get. I also want to final note, appeal to Fida, which are my partners, that I would like to see more men on this time. I was privileged on more men. We talk about what they intend to do as individuals and as community leaders to protect women. I was privileged to be on at the governor's rights, governor's hospital forum conference, and they had panels of chief traditional ruler. And it came from, I can't remember where, he said in his community that he banned nocturnal police meetings.
because nocturnal political meetings will prevent women from participating.
Thank you.
So once it's 6 o'clock, close your meeting and go, continue tomorrow. I want to see more of this kind of things and this kind of, policies and action in, Ekiti.
So I have to get on the fire. My Lord, represented by your honor, your last remark, and how can we work together to continue to turn the wheel of justice in favor of women and children in Nigeria? How can we turn the wheel of justice in support of women and children?
My final remark is I wish you have follow like a one option where you have the distributor, the investigating police officers, judge, magistrates, and the case include social worker to monitor the progress of the victims and all other documents so that we have relationship. Jensen, no, how well what she together. Now, that's why I like that you have free communication. Source of this communication.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I will agree to touch on gender courts at the high court level, but I don't know if Mama Fida will allow me, but let me reserve that. But it's been a long conversation. At some point, I will hear it exist, and some other point, it's not in the it's in this week of the courts.
My love, because of my justice.
So is the gender courts.
Yes, it's the family courts. It's gender, everything is gender. There are the magistrates court, the magistrates court, sign special for. I think that is ready to.
Thank you so much. I'm aware of the magnitude level, but I mean, a lot of conversation goes in.
Yeah,
And the airport. I will come back to price and on the final note, Honorable Kier, please, Honorable Kier, what would you say to women political participation and women advancement? Do you think we are there yet? We need to move with the speed of it so that we can be a model state.
Thank you very much. But I'll put that among the final comment. And I think it was said when she attended the forum for first ladies, the problem and show that she saw women, men being invited, and that's what I was talking. For this, we have been having so many conversations around the emancipation of women and bringing more women into politics. But we've had it for so long and it's becoming very, very tiring. And I think some people sat somewhere and they realized that except we involve these men, we did not get anywhere. For instance, in the last National Assembly, there were 5 gender bills that were taken to the assembly, and it was thrown out the window.
The 5?
Yes. And what happened was that, because I've had us to attend so many conferences and all, and before the sitting, before the house will sit, the women will go to the men, please, we are bringing this bill, please support her, don't worry about it. But when it is time to do the all of them will turn their cases. But the current acts, they are doing a lot. And deputy, what would I call him, the House of Reps, speaker, the deputy speaker, Mr. Benjamin Kalu is doing a lot. I just came back from a conference, where we are talking about having constitutional review. Because you know that the constitution is the run on. If you don't put this thing in the constitution, we are going nowhere. And this is what we are trying to do. And I just came back and we have our, discussion center around how we can think out the constitution and make it, to accommodate more women. For instance, if I paint the picture of the current representation, we will almost cry. We have 1,019 seats in the state assemblies, where only 48 are occupied by women. And the largest number is in the states. We have 6 currently. And that is why while we are thanking the past administration, we must also thank the new administration. Because in the last 6 assembly, there were 4 women. Today we have 6. And it's an improvement. And I know that by the next presentation, it's going to be more. Because we have, well, there's nothing God cannot do. We will have a really for she governors. Dr. John Adewale was a really for she governor. And Mr. Pedro Bebadi asked, quick debating where they left off. And again, like I said earlier, in the executive, they are doing a lot aside from the laws, the bills that are brought to the House of Assembly, like my sister said. The current first lady asked for a project called WAP. It's for women above her. So that's what we are talking about, women and children. And in 2023, over 300 windows were covered with the problem letters, freezer 31, freezers, 985, and most because of our time. Then in 2024, again, she has done it again, with even higher number. So it is very, very fascinating that the executive buy into it. Then on the last note, there's something I always say. We need the political party, if we are really, really sincere about increasing the number of women in politics. Go and check the constitution of our political parties. It is so one-sided. Out of about 26 officers in the party structure, only one was is seated a woman, and it's because they don't have a choice, the woman leader that can vote in state primaries and federal primaries. We must make sure that, and that's why we have been trying to bring them on board to change the narrative. If you don't do that, we are not going anywhere, because when you are taking decisions and women are not there to speak for themselves, it is just wasting of time.
Thank you so much. Put your hands together for my thank you. Women political participation is becoming a tool to advancing women and children in Nigeria, their rights. And you are not to answer it. But I wonder what happens in those houses of assembly where there are no women. I mean, where there are no women. Who becomes the chairman of committee of women affairs?
Like in Nigeria, we have about 15 states where there is no woman. Not woman, 15 states.
And there are houses of assembly.
Yes, houses of
So
assembly.
a man will be the chairman of women.
There are women, there are concerns. There are no things.
Thank you. So it's a call to action. Madam, you have talked a lot about need. I mean, your primary role to amplify our voice or voices. We want to ask you that on a final note, what do you think we should do better as it relates to working with people?
Thank you so very much, Mr. Moderator. I want to raise aspect. First of all, this aspect of men spending on media
against women. Well, I will not support that totally. Women are given enough opportunities to come around and speak and talk about their challenges, about their needs. But what I observe in our society concerning women is, I will ask you, I will very advance. Affect alone. How time? Children are as the time. Talking about education, the results. Result, we're talking about something that's Ekiti State Finland. Something in Ekiti State. To us, see children, all these young children, football. I know have Lagos. I have brothers and sisters that have Lagos. That's so ours. You see their children. See freedom. They are prepared for it. It's not a they must be ready to sacrifice.
Thank you.
Because in terms of politics, you're talking about something that is good.
You are getting together for. Thank you for letting me point. Let me say that, because sometimes these conversations are record, for why performance. And I'm not too sure that it's verified that it's in that, but I mean, it's not a confirmed fact. Yes. Then I want to say, my question about the body of care, you just come for me. What's your remark about women spending time and all of that? We all understand that. But we interface with how much impact the body of care is facing on women, and it's not making them to have time. So I really want to celebrate you, celebrate all my guests. However, we need to continue to bring this conversation to context and to define it each time by indices that matters and not, like you rightly said, all stakeholders should enjoy it. It's not one-sided. I move to the court. I keep saying commission. You are the place of the commissioner for the Women Affairs. Permanent secretary, Ministry of Women Affairs. Your remark to Ekiti women and children on the final.
Thank you very much. When presented by the social and said that we have achieved a lot. It is because we have taken some actions and we have carried out a lot of activities. Generally speaking, in the Ekiti State, women have gained ground based on the effort we have put. I'm not saying the Ministry of Women Affairs alone, all of us, all the stakeholders, just continue this struggle. Just have a place. Nobody will call you to except to find it for, except to take it for it. So we continue the education, we continue to do this, we continue to in the past that brought us to this level. We must continue in that. At the same time, diversify. If they bring in innovations, new initiatives to ensure that women actually get to their point of saying, more importantly, I want to emphasize on the need to bring women up politically. I'm so glad that the chairperson of the Women Politics Technical Group is here with us. Reverend Mrs. Julie. She's doing a lot in NGO. Let government, people decide the voice of government so much. So let's find a way around that. Let's get to the level of the government that whether they like it or not, there must be more women in politics.
Please celebrate. Please celebrate the permanent secretary.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, so thank you.
We are grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just a resounding one. You have mentioned the need for us to synergize, to work together, and to also ensure that we bring innovation and initiatives that really makes it room for everyone. There are some innovations that are now, and that note I move straight to the coordinator, state coordinator, national human rights itself. What are innovations we should expect from National Human Rights Commission to be sure that women's rights, children's rights are safe and protected and
Innovations. First, I don't want us to do innovations when we are not got the basics right. Until we get the basics right, we are not going to innovation because protecting women's and children's rights is very crucial for promoting equality, justice, and human dignity. And if you jump primary school, you cannot succeed in secondary school. So I will not want us to jump into innovations when we are not getting the basics right. We need to get those basics right. And those basics start from the home, from the children, from the community until it goes up. So that in my future world, I want you to all the women and girls out there, remember that your voice matters, your dreams are valid, and your future is bright. Don't let anyone dull your spark. You are happy, strong, and deserving of every opportunity. Celebrate your uniqueness, embrace your strength, and never give up on your aspirations. Because some of us have daughters, and we want our daughters to excel and succeed. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I think that it is safe to close this segment. But I will do that without feeling the promise sign. One more person from the audience, then we take a very quick photograph. I must show my children that I came to speak about them, and I must show my wife how to say. So one more time. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You say that this much as that is very difficult, like those standing things like because I was letting people know. The father said it is so important. But I have a question for Ray O'Neill. And it's on methods, which say a lot of things about this. My area of specialization is gender and so on. I'm always very experienced. So you said something very striking. And I'll tell you, I've been trying to figure out how possible, because most of the musicians, that's one year. So it's very better with us this year. Now, when you go into influencing the municipal party policies now, to do so, I think last week was in the when you push, members of WIPA, chairperson of WIPA, across the Southwest, and of course, they're trying to see how we can also influence the party. So, one major thing is saying about their policy. So I'd like to know what steps are we supposed to take towards achieving that? Very important. Then I think I also talk one of the things Barrister Tanya said something about virtual spending, and I think that speaks to all the people. But the problem is the fact that I'm sorry, with respect to all the generations that stuff, because the definition of the virtual woman that you gave us is actually very wrong now. The real one is a good after one. She's a very popular one. Elderly woman, that's a matter of fact on our account. I hasn't made a so it's not that woman who's not able to fulfill our needs and aspirations because of things that we do that. Instead, even our husband is using her as a means of introduction. What does it mean? When the husband gets the place and say, I am so president, I am the husband of that is good practice. So we need to revise the narrative of that. You don't want to celebrate the fact. Please. You have been behind you. Please, the one.
That's everyone. My name is Fida from Fida State Branch, Ekiti. I have a question. The first question, I really wish that it was during the final situation. What do we do about women, or should I say teenagers and young ones, who give space for sexual violence or sexual harassment by their own intentional actions, such as sending you pictures, sending, I think they are gently clear. I don't know if adults are aware that at least at least twice in a month, we see videos online, right? Especially on Twitter. You see pictures, it's even very, very worse now that at least once in a week, you get to see people's videos that get leaked. And in the videos, you will see that it is by their own will, they were not forced. The pictures were taken by their own will, they were not forced. So, what are the institutions, structures for the protection of such people, even though they have a fault? But what are the ways we can use to curb them? The second one, I've observed that the educational sector is mostly dominated by men. So whenever there are sexual harassment about students, the educational management tries to provide more. I've had an experience when I was in secondary school. My PhD teacher was touching girls, and I was affected. And me, was touching girls in class. No, touching
Madam, there is not like something.
he was touching us in a appropriate manner. And me, from the home I am raised, you are always encouraged to keep your mind there and home. So, oh, then my mom wrote this happened. And she came to me. The teachers were aware that happened. As a matter of fact, they silenced me from speaking up. And they made me feel like a fool. Why? Because we want to cover all the repetition of this. Now, bringing it down to the person level. I have a friend that was 100 that told me that the lecturer put down upstairs, right in the office. But what could she do? She could not do anything. Why? I'm scared that, oh, what's my right because I'm keeping you? I start from the 20 minutes first. Oh, what if the opposite that they want to cover it up? Where do I start from? And like, yeah, instances where people are facing these things real life, but there's no courage to talk. There are even departments where they said that the trust come to class and point them on that they expect to this thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's not strange. It's coming.
Good afternoon, everyone. Starting on the assistant protocol, I'm Dr. Delujo. I'm a consultant cardiologist and the president of Medical Women Association. I really want to congratulate Fida, for doing a good job. And I bring greetings from our association, Medical Women Association. We want to say that we encourage women, especially women. I want to believe we are all women here, women, that you should pay attention to your health, because health is wealth. For you to be able to achieve the laws, we need to start our time. Go to the hospital, make sure you are healthy. That way you are able to fulfill your dream. I like what the state coordinator of human rights, national human rights said, that our dreams advance, but you need to have, well-being. I'm praying God will help us to fulfill all those future dreams in Jesus' name. Congratulations once again to Peter.
Thank you so much. And now, okay.
Ignorance of the God is not this. of the law. Because the law of law is. It's just been, yes, I know, it happens everywhere. But the law is. The law has been out of a lot of things. You've never seen a situation where a little girl is raped. And because there is no part of the crime, the medical, whatever, is there, the process are not there, the words not there, the state is not there, and the rest of them. How now do you say rape? And now it's up to it. And also, the situation of the law, irrespective of the fact that we have law. I want to tell all of us here that the law sometimes it forever dies. Our inability not taking the consciousness of the law is causing most of this problem we have today. I expected my chapters here, Fida, to come with most of these factors we have to call even next time, most of these community stuff and the rest of them, because we are spending the invest community. Because when we take it now, just like we went on advocacy stuff. Because I don't expect this thing to end here. Because most often than not, you never see them carrying out it. And we need a lot of it. Women advocacy, very, very important.
Mama Chair, you will respond. I'm so concerned and particular about the students' community because it affects us all because performance, retention, graduation, all will be impacted. So National Human Rights Commission have 30 seconds to say something, then I will say something. No longer as a moderator, but as an advocate.
To the young lady who raised two very serious concerns about opening up yourself on the internet and also being harassed and molested by your teachers and your lecturers. You see, these things are, I think you should take advantage of the law. That's what the professor is saying. The advantage of the law. And at the commission, I think just like you have it in the Ministry of Justice and other agencies of government here, go tell your stories. You have to disclose your identity. Disclose your identity. Come to the commission. Because it's better. Because all the details. Because you keep it, it turns out to be it will grow to become a trend for men. Maybe eventually you want to marry some fine boy comes up and you feel all men are the same. We're not all animals. I have to use that word. We're not all animals. Are very weak. The ladies are smiling. Men are very weak. We fall for physical. Sorry, they are not underage here. If I see press now, like, I'll lose my card. I'll lose my card. You get? I'll lose my card.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So before the Federal Secretary speaks by that, I mean, also But before that, let me say that, madam, our colleagues from MC, and sorry, from the university, not the label. We are aware. People are working on it. But note this that what is this? Fumilayo Ransom, for example, was a woman like me. We started it like that. And we are where we are today because of the efforts of some of these ladies in the past. You can start something. Not something that makes noise, like you like noise, you like plenty of that. But can you be strategic? And you have mentors in Fida members or in Fidans to look up onto. With that help, please try it out. Then finally, maybe from me, let me say that the popular rate for grade event that happened in the Obatani Awolowo University, what was the evidence in the public sphere? A record, I mean a full record, recording of that conversation. So what have you been using your Android, your iPhone 14, your iPhone 15, and even the iPhone 20? What have you been using it for? So please, ma'am, you have mentors, you have supporters. I will give you a couple of toll-free numbers from today. I mean, I'll do the announcement. And Human Rights Commission just told me we are ready to support. Police is ready to support. And we hold each other at meeting. The police they will not, because they are straightforward. But if by chance any human element within that system is trying to, we will say, human rights is aware. Human rights is aware, Fida is aware, the governor's wife is aware, the government is aware, Biggie is aware, in case you don't know. So, I mean, we will make sure that we take justice. Thank you. Honorable Permanent Secretary.
Thank you very much. The young lady has mentioned, two very important, has raised very important concerns. The first one is about need picture. Is that not it? These days, people abuse opportunity. And now how the Android phone, the opportunity that we need to access for our development. Rather, some people will take it the other way. I personally, by seeing such a thing, it puts me off. It puts me off. So much. In our days when we were like this, I used to think that the thing that is not possible within Nigeria or within Africa. Because this is within the most white and black television, you see the white people dancing with fans and dancing. What's wrong? These things are unfortunate. So it is almost all to this. It's not a good thing.
Thank you.
At the last gender-based management committee meeting, which I am the secretary, even the wife of the government herself spoke about this issue. We need decency in our society. This society belongs to all of us. The university talked with the youth about their approach conduct. And I told them all that we need to do to change their behavior and to be of good conduct.
Thank you so much.
I told them, you don't do it, do it that will make the effect. That's ideas, the friends in this place. The need of the people that have up to 50, 60 years to spend and be reaping the result. I want to charge the young lady, please, stop the association. A moment in your institution. Call yourself gender-based management. Join the gender-based management committee of the institution. Have a voice under the government, under the authority of the institution, and you can change things around.
So, together, ladies and gentlemen, you know that maybe the microphone is on my neck. You are not just saying I'd like to call on stage here the substance. Please respectfully come take pictures, and I will be doing some announcements now.
Please, I just want to talk on the issue of gender because it seems like the society organization is confused about the level of responsibility. They need to do more. The gender court is not the job. The gender court is the location. The law says that there should be 3 gender courts in the district. And so there should be a court that is increased for the case. Then the judges can take those provisions to see the day they are having this we do not have.
Thank you. Thank you. So we can take a good photograph. Hello, sir. We have to
Photograph now. We are bringing this meeting to a close. Permit me to recognize the President, Medical Women Association of Nigeria, Ekiti State Chapter, and the President of Dr. Bobade Dele Sojo, and Sereba. The Lord bless you, man. Please let the chairperson annual lecture committee for Fida. The chairperson annual lecture committee for Fida. If that or shadow like S5, you get ready to be vote of thanks.
Please, before you go to thanks, can you bring, don't bring the dates.
all right, for phone numbers that you can call, hello, phone numbers for case reporting, you can write it down. This is a toll-free number, and you can report cases in confidence. 0800 300 3333. That's for big 0800 300 3333. For human rights commission, 0805 813 3007. Again, 0805 813 3007. For the office of the First Lady, 0806 757 7657. Again, 0806 757 7657. Thank you. And over.
Please, the lady who asked that question, she's the chairperson for Fida chapter. The culture of the one that part of our law that students should be part of Fida as a partnership members. But we're mandated to ensure that we inaugurate student chapters in all tertiary institutions in the state. So we started connecting, and I'm like special grace of God, so the incoming expo will do that in the other tertiaries. And what we always tell them, when anything happens, just like rightly observed, we make noise. You don't have to say anybody, don't speak a wrong thing. This is what will happen. And then we now form on them like this. They will not know what happened. But by the time you make noise, there's no way it's coming from. And it's likely that you are stigmatized. Yeah. So please be wise. There is it. You know, like too much things. No people noise, that's strategies. So you have to just put the ball through. And then we will swim to them like this. Basically, sir, I have something outside. That place you are doing on it. We do it, but I don't want to say it. He's a police officer. And yes, who neglected his children with his wife who is mentally imbalance. And the commissioner mandated that they should not pay their school fees and put the first daughter who to write her final exams back to school. But I just learned now that he has moved that girl and the other sister to Kogi to go and stay with his brother. We know the implication of that. And these are girls. So, sir, we are stepping out. We are going together to the command. You must resolve that matter. Even I'm going to say a letter that we want to foster parents for those children. Any the time that their mother will be better for because she's not mentally opposed. So, Victoria said that. I'd rather they
Aluka Fortuna, Victoria Asata.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, the chairperson, annual planning committee, the annual lecture planning committee, please. On what I can take go from next to appreciate everybody for the time.
Already established. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and my colleagues, both learning and learners. I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for making this event, that is our Fida annual lecture, a success. Your presence and support and contributions have been invaluable, and we are deeply grateful for your involvement. Though it seems as if it will not progress well at the point, but I really thank God because it's now a success. And I want to use this opportunity to also appreciate all members of the committee who have participated, who have committed their time, and those that were unable to actually contribute. To really appreciate the fact that they are a member of the team. Please accept our sincere appreciation for your time, effort, and your contributions, both monetarily and through your advice and your commitment. We are really grateful for this. Thank you once again, and we look forward to future collaborations. Also, I would like to use this time to inform us all that we forward the community available to everyone present here, including government and NGOs, during our registration before we put down our email addresses sent them. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. And I pray that we all go back to our travels that love Thank you very much.
Let's stand together. Very well. Please, let's do that. We are looking for let's do very well. Let's do very well. Thanks. Let's close prayer.
Progress of these events, and we pray that God will give us the minds to always be united for our community, for humanity, women and children, and men alike. Yeah, you're still alive, guys. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. The Lord bless us. Group photograph. Group photograph. Group photograph.